Speaking of young miscreants, this is a little story out of Houston, Texas, and this is from Alyssa Ford writing for a website called Hoodline. And she says, at 3 p.m. last Thursday, 3 teenage boys estimated to be between the ages of 14 and 18 walked into a Wells Fargo on the north side of Houston. They then approached a teller, demanded money, and proceeded to make off with an undisclosed amount of cash.
Hell yeah. North
So
side.
untold millions.
Yeah, they won't say. It's assuming it's just the drawer.
Probably like $400.
Probably an amazing. You can buy a lot of damn Snickers for how much they took out of there.
Well, probably $7.50.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah,
That's how most stores. I mean, if I'm to go on experience here,
oh yeah,
I think most registers keep $7.50 in it.
Witnesses say the trio had no weapons and they left on foot. So a bank was robbed by 3 children with no guns.
So it's kind of like a George Clooney out of sight situation.
Yeah.
The power of suggestion. Where it's like, listen, mister,
you cover the guard.
I have a bazooka laser in my pants. Don't force me to use it.
I guess they have to follow the procedure, you know.
Yeah.
Even if a child comes in to rob the bank, they're like, okay, give him the money.
Kids like whispering in his ear, like, don't be a fucking hero.
Yeah.
You put a dive bomb in, I'll fucking kill you.
This grown man, like a 7-year-old behind the grown man's like pissing his pants, like, I have a family.
Yeah,
please.
I want to interview the security guard. Like
how asleep was he when this happened?
Yeah, A, how asleep were you? But B, assuming that they were conscious, how much did it take you to tamp down the urge to follow protocol and just simply start beating the shit out of these children?
I don't know. They could have had something on them, like a bomb or a knife.
When you
machete.
see,
Or blackmailed him.
Well, so like the witnesses
Caught him whooping off in the parking lot in the back.
True.
Like the witnesses say that it's like between the ages of 14 and 18. If you look at the security cam footage, these are
kids,
middle schoolers at best. Like,
do you think they just like got the idea of just like, do you think we could just rob a bank by just by asking
100%,
and just thought it would be funny, maybe, and then it worked.
Yeah,
and now they're like, oh shit.
Either that or they are the dumb kids in their friend group and the other kids talk them in. They're like, dude, I bet you won't do it.
Yeah.
I bet I'll give you $2 if you fucking try to rob Wells Fargo.
And you thought all your ACAB protesters wouldn't affect our system.
And I mean, the north side of Houston isn't a great area. I'll admit it.
I don't think any part of Houston is
but
a great
like
area.
children are children. I was looking at these pictures and I was just like, I would just beat them. Like easily.
Well, not everyone.
How many pictures of children do you look at where you think that? You're like, I would just beat them within an inch of their life.
It's not a thought I have often, but when something like this presents itself where a fucking bank is just like
Rivers mostly has this thought on tours. And
okay, let me say this. What would you do? You're a witness. You're in the bank. This starts happening. They go up to the teller. They tell him, hey, we're
I would
robbing the
shove
bank.
one of them really hard into the wall.
Well, okay.
Just
Well,
hip check
which
one of the
one,
kids.
though? Because there's 3 of them, and 2 are probably holding down the lobby while one is at the register.
They're all
So
gonna-
how are you going to approach the first one?
They're
I would be like, little man, I need you to present that.
yeah.
No, I want to hear
I'd
this
be
because
demeaning.
Rivers is very sure of himself.
I'm just saying, they're all going to leave together, and that's when you spring it. You catch them at the door and just start shoving them. Like, what are they going to do?
Beat your ass.
I would
There's 3
try
of
just
them.
like
What do
he
you
channels
mean?
his like 90s movie bully.
Yeah,
I would give the first
I
one
know,
a wedgie, and I would spit in the next one's eye.
Spoken like a guy who's
And then
never fought 3
I
teenagers.
would kick him in the nuts.
I would try.
Moves done.
One push, they all fall down. I stand there,
Absolutely.
smirk at the camera.
One roundhouse. Come on.
I would try to
Take
teach
them all
them a
out.
lesson.
Yeah.
I would give them
could be
a case like, here's all the money, and then in there are 3 job applications.
No,
Now, looky here, fellas.
Look, here's the
Whataburger.
thing. They left on foot. So the move is, if I'm the security guard.
At a speed of 5 miles per hour.
Right. They loafed off into the sunset.
Yeah, left on foot makes it sound like they just walked.
They
Like,
did. Yeah. I think
mean,
they probably ran out and then went around a corner
a
and
saunter, maybe. Like a
disappeared into
little
the
pep
woods.
in the step.
Yeah. They know
can't
those
believe
woods
this
better than the
worked.
coppers.
And then they pull out the drawer and they're like, $2 bills. These aren't real.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, if I was the security guard, then, if it's my job to shove them around, then sure. If I'm a witness, then you chase them down and be like, give me some money and I won't tell anybody. That's the move.
He's like, why'd you give these kids rug burns? I was just doing my job.
Taught him a lesson.
Yeah. But here's my favorite part. This happened last Thursday. The suspects are still at large.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking
Still at medium.
I mean, yeah, they are. That's true. So, quote, anecdotally, it's the youngest robbery crew I've ever seen based on the pictures that we put out. Connor Hagan, a spokesperson with the FBI, said. So
they're setting records with this robbery.
Yeah. The FBI can't find 3 fucking idiotic teenagers that robbed
is there
a
a
bank.
video footage of them?
I mean, if anything, it's smart. Probably none of them have IDs.
Yeah. I mean,
They're probably at an age where they're not on papers totally yet.
I've not seen this clip, but I'm guessing
they just released stills from the CCTV. They haven't showed the video
White
itself.
kids, right?
2 white, or well, one for sure white, one somewhere in the middle, and one black kid.
If they were all black kids, we would have found them already.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they would have been hit with a drone missile.
It's Houston.
Yeah. So also, I like that they were referring to him as a crew, like it's Bonnie and fucking Clyde.
It's kind of like a Ocean's 11 sort of thing.
It's better than gang.
Like there's one guy on the register. There's a honey dick guy. Did they burn off their fingerprints before this too? These guys seem like masters of thievery.
The Robux crew.
The FBI's Violent Crimes Task Force is currently working the case.
What?
The FBI can't find these 3 children that robbed the bank.
What's the population of this town?
It's Houston.
Okay,
It's fucking
What's
massive.
the population of this town? It's Houston, Texas.
It's one of the biggest cities in America.
I forgot it was Houston.
Yeah, I believe it's the 4th biggest city in the country.
It's not like
didn't know
Fayetteville,
Houston was that
Arkansas.
big.
Like it's Houston.
I mean, the first thing they did is take these images to the local
Forget
high
it, Jake.
schools.
It's Houston.
They went to all the local high schools and are like, which one of these kids dropped out recently? And they still can't find them.
They're taking advantage of the TikTok ban.
yeah,
through.
see, that's what
This is
happens.
going
That's
to
how it is.
keep.
Yeah, that's
Good
all it
point. This is going to keep happening.
There's
They
gonna be-
banned TikTok.
Younger and younger criminal enterprises are gonna, and all we had to do was let them dance and voice over. And nope, it's gonna be releasing the scourge of Gen Z.
Younger and younger and lazier and lazier.
Yeah.
Less confrontational and less confrontational.
How did I get into bank robbery? Well, the government said I couldn't talk about the existence of giants anymore.
I was just minding my own business.
I was
opening packs of Pokemon cards for money.
I
Talking
was
about
TikTok dancing out in the parking lot, and they threw all their money at me, and I had to walk away with it very slowly.
I was talking about how the terraced gardens at Machu Picchu were actually the steps of giants. Then next thing you know, I'm running on foot away from a Wells Fargo with $425.
I mean,
I hope it was like 10 grand.
I mean, yeah, me too.
I hope they moved to Mexico and they're linking up with cartel.
It's just
They're probably planning their next one. At this
I
rate.
hope so. And I will say, shout out to the crew because
The crew.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just using the words that the FBI is using for these children.
like little kid faces with like question marks.
Yeah.
Who are these kids?
Yeah. But shout out to them because speaking of TikTok, as far as I know, they haven't posted about it online. They are perfectly content just being legends, which is awesome.
Or they're just smart.
Or they're smart. Either way.
So
shout
what are
out.
the chances that they have someone else like kind of navigating this for them?
Well, they did raise that as a possibility. I'm so much more on board with Sam's theory that it's just like,
There's a Bosley.
I fucking dare you. I bet you fucking
I
won't.
kind of think they were just like under the impression that it wouldn't work.
Yes.
And since it wouldn't work, they wouldn't get in trouble. Kind of. That's the idea.
Yeah, like
I get.
attempted robbery is not a crime.
They're doing the shirt gun.
Yeah,
Like, all right.
exactly.
I think that's what happened. I really do.
Are they like leaning on like that? No one wants to get like canceled for a video of them beating the shit out of kids who are unarmed
I
or
think
something?
that's part of it.
No,
Could
I
be.
mean, I think there's just, there's a chance they have a bomb. There's a chance, a bunch
Look,
of guys.
nobody
in
wants to
president
work
masks
anymore.
are gonna
Yeah,
run in.
Yeah.
The Houston branch of the FBI posted the following on Twitter. Do you recognize these quote unquote little rascals?
What?
That's what they're being called, is the little
The
rascals.
little rascal crew.
Yep.
Pull up their pictures.
He says
These whippersnappers.
the tweet says, believe it or not, they just robbed the Wells Fargo on North Freeway.
See Wells
Then
Fargo?
walked right out.
That's what you get.
If you know who and where they are, contact the police immediately. And I say, fuck you.
Yeah.
If you can't find these children, first of all, like you were saying, go to the middle school, bribe the kids, be like, spill it. Tell me who fucking did it.
Yeah,
Easy.
Show the pictures. Rivers, bring up the
Be a
pictures.
double agent. Like, be like a 50-year-old cop who's like enters himself into middle school and he's like, I'm looking for the kids who stole.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, we'll put this up on the screen for the Patreon and on our Twitter for everybody else. I mean, those are little kids.
Yeah.
Those are.
They look young.
I could see why Rivers was so confident to whoop their
Thank
asses.
you.
They're not very big children.
See, I should have
well-
started off with that. Yeah.
Also, I want to say the quality of this Wells Fargo camera is dog shit.
Yeah.
They're
Holy
always
fuck.
oh yeah. No, the one without the hood is the white one. That's my favorite part. He's like, I'm never gonna get arrested.
Yeah. So there's a like a little bit of a bigger
That's a
image. I
pretty
mean,
good.
come on.
Jesus.
Tell me you couldn't just kick that kid in the fucking throat.
Yeah, but also
Look at him.
He's a
Also,
little
you're
criminal
like,
mastermind
I
is
know.
what he
you
is.
can't go from we wouldn't help the police to I would stop a bank robbery.
I'm just
Come
saying,
on,
if you're
Rivers.
no, I'm saying strictly for the bank guard. That's why I started this off by saying if I could talk to the bank guard, I would say, how hard did you have to suppress the urge to just kick these kids like fucking Leonidas in 300? Like,
I thought, yeah, I would
Bank guard's
figure
got a family, man. These kids have a.
they might do something. I mean, this one might crawl on your back like a little fucking spider monkey. You never
Yeah.
know. He could
He
choke
looks
you
like
out.
the one nerd kid from Little Giants. With
the annexation of Puerto Rico kid.
with the glasses. Yeah.
Fuck. But yeah, so the FBI put up this tweet and then just immediately got roasted for all the reasons that we've detailed here because
FBI, you just got roasted.
I mean, anyway, shout out to the Little Rascals, and all that good stuff. I hope you guys get away with it, and I hope the security guard just gets to sit there and be embarrassed. In fact,
Here's some more heists, honestly.
keep doing it. Why not?
Kids, if you're listening, don't sit on that money for a minute. Don't spy a big.
The
Don't
He-Man
make-
woman haters, if you're out there.
Yeah.
Don't buy a big
Sprout a little peach fuzz, and then go in there with a mustache and do it all over.
Yeah.
Invest in Dogecoin.
The kids start like rolling up to the school and like little pygmy bikes and shit, and the one Robert De Niro kid's just like, hey, I told you not to spend that.
Steven, are you wanted by the FBI?
Yeah.
My name is
No.
Armand.
Shut up, Mom.